Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Yates, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Walker hitting the ball is held. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Yates, left side complete to Lockett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ready? Back on lead. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Yates returning. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. They find some open field here. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, this one complete to Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
On the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Yates. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
60 boxes, 60 boxes. 18, right in.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. To about the 26 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Returning it, John Ross. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Come on. Hey. Trap 50, trap 50.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
39 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Yates. Throw out wide to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
To throw on 3rd down. Yates, and that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking on the midfield logo. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Eagles. Ready! 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
That brings us 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line. Okay, ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Yates. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Yates, and that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Let's go. Panther 11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early.
That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Three. No. Check, contact, check. Ready.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And once again, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yates fighting Lockett for the catch here on the out route. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50 Bobcats! 50 Bobcats! Buffalo 18!
Looking to throw. Yates. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
19 right.
Back to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Yates. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game. Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here. Yeah, if this had been a and this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point behind the goal is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books. Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, ready? 3, go.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Check contact, check contact. Flag.
Another run here with Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
About her, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get up, go.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.